Australia is an open market with minimal restrictions on imports of goods and services. The process of opening up has increased productivity, stimulated growth, and made the economy more flexible and dynamic. So in this video, we share with you the list of the top 12 richest people in Australia. Number 12. Fiona Geminder. Net worth, $2.9 billion. Fiona Geminder owns almost 40% of listed plastics packaging business Pact Group, with husband Raphael Geminder. She also holds a large stake in her family's paper packaging and recycling business, Visy Asia Pacific. She holds the stake with her brother Anthony Pratt and sister Heloise Pratt, who are both also billionaires. Number 11. James Packer. Net worth, $3 billion. Packer is the largest shareholder of Crown Resorts, which owns casinos in Australia and London. He took over the empire of his late father, Kerry. Packer stepped down from Crown Resorts board in March 2018. 4 months later, he resigned from the board of his family company, Consolidated Press. Packer's board exits were reportedly due to mental health issues, following a tough year when Crown exited its Macau and U.S. gambling investments. Packer settled with his older sister Gretel in 2015, agreeing to a division of assets 10 years after their late father's death. Gretel, also a billionaire, boosted her fortune after reportedly renegotiating the settlement with her brother in late 2017. Number 10. Richard White. Net worth, $3.2 billion. Richard White founded software company WiseTech Global in 1994 to help logistics companies manage goods and information across supply chains. Since the company went public in 2016, WiseTech shares have soared more than five-fold, due to strong growth in revenue and acquisitions worldwide. He is the company's chief executive and retains a 53% stake. Touted as Australia's next Atlassian, Sydney-based WiseTech has more than 8,000 customers in 130 countries. It uses its cloud-based logistics platform, CargoWise One, to automate dozens of steps. Number 9. John Gandel. Net worth, $3.5 billion. Gandel owns half of the Southern Hemisphere's largest shopping mall, Chadstone, with more than 500 stores in eastern Melbourne. He also has a big stake in listed property trust Vicinity Centres, which owns the other half of Chadstone, plus other malls and outlets. He first got rich by expanding his Polish immigrant parents' clothing chain for women, Susan, now owned by his niece, Naomi Milgram. But he made most of his wealth from the shopping malls he bought from Maya department stores for $37 million in the 1980s. Gandel says the key to his success was the deregulation of shopping hours and shopping becoming a leisure activity. Number 8. Kerry Stokes. Net worth, $3.6 billion. Kerry Stokes took a winding path en route to earning a fortune with his Seven Group holdings, which has many media, construction and mining assets. Early in his life his mother gave him up for adoption, and he later dropped out of school at age 14. He started his career selling Caterpillar tractors and trucks in Australia and eventually China, before moving into media with Seven Group. Number 7. Frank Lowy. Net worth, $5.7 billion. An era ended in June 2018 when Lowy sold his Westfield Corp. to a Franco-Dutch group in a $16 billion deal that was Australia's largest takeover. A Holocaust survivor, Lowy opened his first shopping centre in Sydney in 1959, launching what became one of the world's largest mall businesses. Today the Lowy's main business is running their family investment house, Lowy Family Group, with offices in New York, Los Angeles and Sydney. Sir Frank is a principal of the group, along with his 3 sons, David, Peter and Stephen. Number 6. Harry Triguboff. Net worth, $10.2 billion. Triguboff is one of Australia's richest people. Born in China to Russian parents, he came to Australia as a teenager. Triguboff found success in business by providing higher-density living options in Sydney, Australia's largest city, which has traditionally been dominated by freestanding homes. His apartment tower development company, Meriton, sees strong demand in Sydney, while it also has a presence in southeast Queensland. He was one of Australia's first developers to see the potential of apartment living when most of his countrymen aspired to single-family homes. Nicknamed High-Rise Harry, he has put up more than 75,000 apartments. The buoyant Sydney market continues to drive up his fortune. Number 5. Anthony Pratt. Net worth, $11.7 billion. Pratt is the executive chairman of Australia's biggest private company, Visy Asia Pacific, a packaging and recycling business. The company was set up by his grandfather in 1948 in Melbourne and expanded by his late father, Richard. He also owns Atlanta's Pratt Industries, the biggest U.S. manufacturer of corrugated cardboard. His sisters Heloise Pratt and Fiona Geminder also hold stakes in Visy and are fellow billionaires. Now if you like this video, please press the like button, it helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and if you are new here don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you are interested in the software we use to make our videos, make sure to check out the link in the description box for a 14 days free trial or a lifetime 25% discount. Number 4. Scott Farquhar. Net worth, $12.3 billion. Scott Farquhar is co-founder of collaboration software company Atlassian, based in Sydney, Australia. He and co-CEO Mike Cannon-Brookes started the company soon after graduating from college, funding it with credit cards. Atlassian, which has no sales team, boasts NASA, Tesla and SpaceX as customers. Farquhar is co-founder of Pledge 1%, which urges companies to donate at least 1% of equity, employee time or products to charity. Farquhar and Cannon-Brookes are reportedly neighbors in Sydney, where they own the second most and most expensive homes in Australia, respectively. Number 3. Mike Cannon-Brookes. Net worth, $12.3 billion. Mike Cannon-Brookes is co-founder of collaboration software firm Atlassian, based in Sydney. He and co-CEO Scott Farquhar, whom we mentioned seconds ago, started the company soon after graduating from college, funding it with credit cards. In 2017 Cannon-Brookes started working with Elon Musk to bring Musk's battery technology to southern Australia, which was suffering a power crisis. Cannon-Brookes has been a vocal advocate for reducing Australia's reliance on fossil fuels, in favour of renewable energy sources. Number 2. Andrew Forrest. Net worth, $13.5 billion. Forrest started his first mining company, Anaconda Nickel, now called Monaro Resources, in 1994. 9 years later, he founded Fortescue Metals Group, which mines and ships iron ore to China. Once Australia's richest man, his net worth peaked at $12.7 billion in June 2008 when Fortescue shares hit an all-time high. He now also has farming interests to capitalize on China's growing appetite for meat and dairy products. Regarded as Australia's biggest philanthropist, he made the country's largest ever donation in 2019, gifting 655 million Australian dollars to a variety of causes. Number 1. Gina Rinehart. Net worth, $15.7 billion. Australia's richest citizen built her wealth on iron ore. In May 2019, a high court ruled that her longtime litigation with 2 of her children and right prospecting could be settled behind closed doors. The daughter of high-profile iron ore explorer Lang Hancock, Gina took her late father's bankrupted estate and rebuilt it into something much larger. The biggest piece of her fortune comes from the Roy Hill mining project, which started shipments to Asia in 2015. The mining magnate is also Australia's third-largest cattle producer, with a portfolio of properties across the country. So, this was the list of the top 12 richest people in Australia. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are interested in videos like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel and watch one of these videos on the screen.